energy is back.
13 to 27 weeks, second trimester is basically about pregnancy brain, vaginal discharge, growing bump,
Dental issues, infections, announcing pregnancy, stretch marks, thickness of hair,
baby cakes, shortness of breath, emotional imbalance, insomnia,
sleep positions, libido, back aches, creating a nursery.
fitting bra.
Let's pick all these things one after the other. Second trimester is beautiful because energy is back. I'm so glad. I feel like I can do anything right now aside from the bump. Most people don't even get to know that I'm pregnant if I'm sitting. Only when I get to stand, that's when they realize that, oh, okay, she's a pregnant woman.
So at least I enjoyed that part of it. But when it comes to sleep positions, it's always best to sleep, according to the doctors, on your right or left hand side, okay? And usually your left hand side is even the best because of the blood flow to the heart. So it helps to get oxygen flow easy to the baby and blood flow easy to the placenta. But you see, I don't like sleeping on my sides. I prefer to sleep facing down or sleeping on my back. So having to like be restricted to sleeping in two positions is actually kind of, uncomfortable for me. But I have to do it for the sake of the baby. Pregnancy brains.
Here I come. I've been forgetting a lot of things. I get to tell you, okay, I'm going to call you back, and then I don't call back. People will be like, but you said you were going to call back. I am sorry, I forgot. Sometimes I put something here, I'm looking for it elsewhere. In fact, a lot of forgetfulness. This is what happens to you in your second trimester. The easier you accept it, the better. Pregnancy brain is real. You get to forget a lot of things. So when you are aware that you might forget,
you are conscious of it, or you write it down somewhere. Growing bump, yeah, that's the time to show that, yay,
girl, I'm pregnant. If you're into maternity wears, that is your time to shine. You go to the market, do some nice shopping, and make yourself feel good.
But I am not into maternity wears, okay? In fact, the maternity wears I'm wearing right now are the ones I wore during my first pregnancy. And it wasn't even like, oh, I went all out for a maternity wear, okay? Maybe I'm supposed to go somewhere and this top is not fitting enough, or I don't feel comfortable in it. I buy maybe 2 sizes up. That is what I do for my maternity. I don't really go maternity wear shopping because I believe that it's just a 9-month journey. So I don't like to really invest in maternity wears because in the end,
just 9 months. Stretch marks. Have you been getting stretch marks? Second trimester is a time to start getting stretch mark because of your growing bump. The moment your tummy starts stretching, the skin starts expanding, then you are liable to stretch mark, especially if you find it hereditary.
Some people don't have stretch mark no matter what, especially on their tummy.
They might have it in other hidden places, but not on the tummy. My first pregnancy, I didn't have stretch marks at all on my tummy. This one, I don't know because I'm not through the process yet, but I've not been able to notice any stretch mark. There's another thing women don't talk about in pregnancy, and that is the vaginal discharge.
Vaginal discharge can be very, very uncomfortable. You get to change your undies all the time. Guess what? Most times I don't even like wearing pants because it's uncomfortable, especially when I'm at home.
I prefer to wear something very free, maybe a boxer or even go bare, okay? So usually when you go to the toilet to urinate, after a while you notice you have some discharge. You go and clean it up. Then you go to the toilet to urinate again. After a while you notice you have some discharge. You go and clean it up. At least that is how it happens to me. I don't know how it happens to other moms. If it happens to you in another way, can you just let me know so that I'll be more experienced? But for my first pregnancy, it was the same. This one, it's the same. Usually, I dread toilet visits. So imagine I'm in your house to visit you, and I say, sorry, can I use your restroom? And I went to the restroom. I came out. And in another few minutes, I'm like, sorry, I need to use the restroom. All because I'm discharging. Oh God, I really don't like that. During pregnancy, you have to take extra care of your teeth because during that period, it is always more susceptible to infections.
Make sure that you brush your teeth properly. You take extra care of your dental hygiene.
Infections. During my first pregnancy, I suffered from infections. I was really not enlightened to know that as a pregnant woman, you need to take extra care. I mean what I said. you must take like 3 times extra care of your down there because of infections. You may be taking care of your down there on your own, but then when you probably go to the office, you get to use a public toilet, you go to the mall, you get to use a public toilet, you go to your friend's house, and like that, you realize that you may pick, if your body is so open to picking infections. So I picked infections in my first pregnancy, and this time I've been extra careful. Even when I'm so pressed, I try to hold it back to get home. Like I said in my last video, I've not been going out that much, so I make sure that wherever I have to go, before I leave the house, I make sure I urinate, I empty whatever is in my bladder, I mind the amount of water I drink if I have to leave home, so that, you know, I will not have to urinate often, so that at least I can pick where I decide to urinate. I will know if there's a problem, I know where it's coming from. Not like I went here, and I don't know exactly where I got all these things from. So this time, oh, it's gone easy on me, unlike the first time. Baby gender. Okay, my husband and I have been like, we want a boy, we want a girl, that kind of a thing. My husband has always been like, I want a boy, and I've been like, I prefer a girl. Like, I really prefer a girl. Okay, so this time we're holding on to get to the last stage where we'll discover the gender of the baby.
So in my next ultrasound, we're going to be finding that out. Though the clothes I'm going to buy does not matter. Whether it's a girl or a boy, I'm still going to buy other colors. I'm not a pink person. I'm not that girly. Fitting bra is another issue. Because your breasts are getting larger, especially for those who are busty, you need to go and replace your set of bras. The one you use in pregnancy will even be different from the one you use post-pregnancy. Because post-pregnancy, then you're already lactating, your boobs will get huge, and you will need a supporting bra in order for your breasts not to get saggy. It may sag, but at least you'll be able to manage the extent at which it sags.
Am I creating a baby nursery? For security reasons, I don't like leaving my kid outside my comfort zone.
And my bedroom is my comfort zone. As much as I love the idea of having a nursery where you can just go and see your kid and go back to your room, it gives you this independence, I want to kind of cling to them a little more, because these are the years in which we bond together.
Insomnia is the order of the day for my pregnancy's second trimester.
In fact, almost from first trimester, when I'm sleeping, I keep dreaming. Whatever conversation I've had during the day, I dream about them at night. It's just absolutely crazy. I have to manage this all through pregnancy, like the whole 9 months. It's usually like that. But sometimes I get to like console myself, telling myself that it's a way of my body preparing for postpartum. You know, that is just something I get to tell myself to make me feel okay about it.
Back pain, second trimester, yeah, I started having back pains, and till now I'm still having back pains. When I have to sit, I need to prop up myself, and I think that most pregnant moms should know that by now. When you are expecting a child, because of the weight on your back, you use more of your back to carry your child, okay? So you are going to be feeling the pain as the weight advances. As a result of that, when you're sitting, put throw pillows around you so that it can prop you up. Sit on a high chair so that you would not develop back pains.
Announcing the pregnancy. I got to announce my pregnancy when I was, I think, 3 to 4 months. I got to notify my siblings when I was around 3 months, because I think that was when I was very sure of what was happening to me. But from the 4th month was when I started notifying other loved ones, you know, that we are expecting. In some part of the world, they notify people immediately, but in Nigeria, we try to be sure before we start notifying people. In fact, some people wait till they give birth and they just tell you, we have delivered. You will not get to know when they were pregnant.
Baby cakes, second trimester is the time to start counting from 18 to 22 weeks.
I started feeling flusters since about 14 weeks, but when it comes to the kicks, I started feeling around 20 weeks. That was when the kicks were like real. It keeps going till you put to bed. Do I have swollen legs?
The answer is no. I don't have swollen legs. I don't know why, but I've not really experienced swollen legs. When I was pregnant with my first, there was a period I experienced swollen leg because I was going out a whole lot. I was exercising a whole lot. Like, I was walking miles and miles just to stay fit. You know, you get to like do exactly what you're told when you're expecting your first. You want it to be excellent.
So I was doing a lot of strolls, going long distances. When I come back, my legs will be swollen, but the moment I put it on the high table, the leg gets back to normal, and that's it.
Shortness of breath. Guys, the reason why I have not been posting as usual is because I have shortness of breath
all the time. In fact, sitting to film a video is a lot of work because of shortness of breath. Especially when I'm filming my business videos, you know, these are serious things to talk about, and you need to stay consistent and focused. When I go for research outside the home, I get to like catch on to my breath, and that became kind of uncomfortable for me because I cannot go out that much. That was why I had to pause on my business contents. When I'm fully ready post delivery, then I can
start doing business content again. Besides, just speaking to someone gives me a lot of breath catching. Like, I could actually nag because you are asking me too many questions, because I need to catch my breath to talk. And when I'm explaining something to you and you don't get it immediately, I'll like,
I can't say this all over again.
For the libido, people say there are two kinds of women: those that have very low libido during pregnancy and those that have very high libido during pregnancy. I think I fall in the category of those that have very high libido during pregnancy. I just have to hone it and, you know, work with it. So this is the time to tell Obi what to do.
Your sex positions, you know that as your bump is growing, there's positions you cannot take. Most times you have to be regular on a particular position. I think we all know that as women, right?
What about food for second trimester? My cravings were more of protein, a lot of protein. I want to eat fish, egg, but I didn't want to eat meat. From my first trimester, meat was just off the agenda. All I wanted was fish, eggs. I wanted a lot of milk. I took a lot of nuts this time.
And I ate moi moi a lot, not because moi moi is protein, but because I loved it. You know, by now we all know that it's more of carbohydrates than protein. I've been drinking gari a lot. I take nuts, gari, and sugar. I've been taking a lot of sugar, which I don't think is the best, but I've been keeping tabs on my sugar level, and yeah, my sugar level is just very perfect. What about drinks? Guys, second trimester, I got rid of the lemons, unlike the first trimester. So this time, all I wanted was something cold, like very, very cold, like
iced cold.
Most times I wake up in the middle of the night to go and take water from the freezer. I usually don't allow Obi know that it's from the freezer I took that water. I usually say it's just from the fridge. I can't deal with water that is not cold this time. I don't know what the thing is with my system, but that is just the way this particular pregnancy is wired.
I've been drinking a lot of soft drink, 7-Up particularly. Not just 7-Up in the plastic bottle. I've been drinking 7-Up in the breakable bottle. That particular 7-Up has a particular taste. I'm not advertising for 7-Up bottle like right now.
I really love the taste of it, and I've been taking it. Guys, I'm not advising you to do that. I'm just telling you what has been going on with me and what my life has been like in my second trimester. This time, I can absolutely take plain water as long as it's cold. Like, second trimester just gave me that ease. Like, I even forgot that there's lemon in the fridge.
I've been taking a lot of noodles, which I don't know. I don't think is that healthy. I don't know why, but this particular pregnancy, whether it's plain noodle or spiced noodle or garnished noodle, as long as it's noodle, I just want noodle. I can't explain why, but that is it. For other women, it's different. Let me know your experience when you were pregnant, what your second trimester was like. I'll be happy to learn from you. My next video will be about the gender, because by then I would have found out what the gender would be like. I hope you enjoy every bit of this vlog. I'll see you in the next.